U.S., Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison. The hip-hop mogul was convicted on 2 prostitution-related charges in July. Combs has already served a year behind bars, so it means that he'll be released in about 3 years.
Comfortable, like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Sean John Combs, or as most people know him, P. Diddy, is a rapper, producer, and millionaire who's been seen with everyone from top celebrities to presidents. But you've also probably heard his name connected to one of hip-hop's darkest stories, the murders of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G., 2 of the most legendary rappers in history. And now, years later, Diddy is back in the headlines, facing multiple lawsuits and serious allegations, some involving underage victims. In this video, I'll break down the full story, from his rise to fame, to the rumors, to the shocking cases surrounding him today. Sean John Combs was born on November 4, 1969, in Harlem, New York City. His mother, Janice Combs, worked as a model and teacher's assistant, doing her best to raise him after a tragic loss. When Diddy was just 2 years old, his father, Melvin Combs, was shot and killed in his car in Central Park. Melvin was only 33 years old, and his death left a deep mark on Sean's life. Growing up without a father in Harlem wasn't easy, but Diddy was determined to make something of himself. He attended Mount St. Michael Academy, where he was known for his energy, confidence, and drive. After high school, he went to Howard University in Washington, D.C., one of the most famous historically black universities in America. There, he studied business. But what really mattered to him was the music scene. While still a student, Diddy landed an internship at Uptown Records, one of the top R&B and hip-hop labels at the time. His hustle and eye for talent impressed everyone, and he quickly rose through the ranks. But after some creative disagreements, Diddy was fired from Uptown, a move that could have ended his career. Instead, it pushed him to start something of his own. In 1993, he founded Bad Boy Entertainment, a record label that would change hip-hop forever. Around that time, he discovered a young rapper from Brooklyn named Christopher Wallace, better known as the notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls. Diddy saw something special in him: raw talent, charisma, and storytelling skills that no one else had. Together, they created a sound that defined the East Coast hip-hop scene of the 1990s. Songs like Juicy, Big Papa, and One More Chance made Biggie a superstar and turned Diddy into one of the most powerful producers in the game. But success came with a price. And soon, fame, rivalry, and tragedy would change everything.
He took me out of a dangerous game, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was selling drugs real hard, you know? And when I got the record deal, all I got cut short. So it's like he Jesus to me, you know what I'm saying?
After Biggie signed with Bad Boy Records, his rise to fame was unstoppable. In New York, the heart of the East Coast, Bad Boy Entertainment dominated the charts. But across the country, on the West Coast in Los Angeles, another label was taking over, Death Row Records, led by Suge Knight, with stars like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and later Tupac Shakur. What started as friendly competition between East and West quickly turned into one of the biggest rivalries in music history. In 1995, tensions exploded at the Source Awards when Suge Knight, known for his aggressive personality, publicly took shots at Bad Boy Records and Diddy on stage. That moment marked the beginning of a feud that would change hip-hop forever. On one side, you had Death Row, Suge, Tupac, Dre, and Snoop, representing the West Coast. On the other, Bad Boy, Diddy, Biggie, and their team, representing the East. Tupac was already one of the most famous rappers in the world. Biggie admired him, respected him, and even considered him a friend. But that friendship turned to hate after November 1994, when Tupac was shot multiple times in a robbery at a Manhattan studio. He survived, but he believed that people from Bad Boy were behind the attack. Whether it was true or not, Tupac felt betrayed, and that's when the war officially began. In 1996, Tupac released one of the most famous diss tracks in rap history, Hit 'Em Up. In that song, he directly attacked Biggie, Diddy, and the entire Bad Boy label, claiming he had slept with Biggie's wife and promising revenge. It was brutal, personal, and impossible to ignore. Just months later, on September 7, 1996, after a Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas, Tupac was shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting. He died 6 days later, on September 13, 1996, at only 25 years old. The world lost one of its greatest artists, and the East versus West feud turned darker than ever. Then, less than 6 months later, tragedy struck again. On March 9, 1997, Biggie Smalls was killed in Los Angeles, also in a drive-by shooting just after leaving a party with Diddy. Both murders remain unsolved, but they've fueled decades of theories and speculation. Some people believe the killings were connected, part of the same bloody feud that started in 1995. Others claim there was more going on behind the scenes. Some even accused Diddy himself of knowing more than he ever revealed, especially since, after Biggie's death, Bad Boy Records' ownership and profits all went to him. Whether that was coincidence or something deeper, the questions have never gone away. What's certain is that the deaths of Tupac and Biggie changed hip-hop forever, and their ghosts still haunt the culture today. As Diddy's fame grew, so did the rumors around him. Over the years, he's been the subject of countless online theories, some about his personal life, and others about what happens behind closed doors at his exclusive parties and events. Clips and interviews have often fueled speculation, especially when fans notice awkward or strange moments between him and other celebrities. One of the most talked about examples was his friendship with younger artists like Usher 13 years and Justin Bieber 15 years. Moments that the internet has often analyzed and questioned, like, how is going to be the friendship between a 33-years-old man and this kid's? There are also some old videos that fans still talk about today. One shows Diddy giving a young Justin Bieber a Lamborghini for his 15th birthday, a moment that quickly went viral online. In another clip, Diddy is seen asking Justin why he doesn't visit him anymore, saying things like, "We miss you, come around more," while Justin appears a bit nervous and unsure. Years later, when Justin released songs like Yummy and Lonely, some fans online began to connect those lyrics to his early experiences in the music industry, though he never confirmed that. These moments have continued to spark online conversations and speculation about Diddy's relationships with younger artists and how fame can affect them at an early age. At the same time, stories began to circulate about his extravagant lifestyle. Luxury homes, celebrity gatherings, and wild after-parties where phones weren't allowed and privacy agreements were required. Whether those tales were exaggerated or real, they added to the myth of Diddy as one of the most secretive figures in entertainment. Diddy had secret rooms or underground tunnels connected to other houses, and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. In recent years, that public image has been shaken even more by a series of serious lawsuits and investigations, some alleging abuse and misconduct. Diddy has denied all wrongdoing, but the ongoing cases have made headlines around the world and left fans questioning how much they truly know about the man behind the empire. In November 2023, Diddy faced one of the biggest scandals of his career when Cassie Ventura, a singer and his former girlfriend, filed a lawsuit against him. In the lawsuit, Cassie accused Diddy of years of physical and emotional abuse, as well as other serious allegations. After the high-profile Cassie case, Diddy faced several other lawsuits and legal claims. Some of these involved accusations of misconduct and abuse, while others were related to business disputes and contractual issues. In July 2025, Diddy was found guilty on 2 federal counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, i.e., flying people across state lines for the purpose of prostitution. He was acquitted of the more serious charges of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and racketeering conspiracy. On October 3, 2025, he was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in federal prison, plus a $500,000 fine and 5 years of supervised release. Ian Diddy Combs' life has been full of success, fame, and controversy. From building bad boy records and working with Biggie, to facing serious legal trouble. What do you think? Genius mogul or troubled icon? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more celebrity stories.